And hello YouTube, welcome to this video. So in this video, I want to talk about how to use OpenFOAM, not with Visual Studio Code, but somewhat with neovim. Okay, I was wondering whether it's possible to use ccls. Okay, basically it's the OpenFOAM go-to definition and such. Can I do it within neovim? Because after all, ccls has a interface with the language server protocol. Answer is yes, but yeah, I'm just trying to develop something. It's not perfect, nowhere near perfect, nowhere near 100% usable, but it's a start. And I encourage you to fork it and maybe do something with it that's more than what I can do. So basically, this is my repository called neovim OpenFOAM. All you have to do is just clone it. I'm going to open this up in a new project in the desktop. I'm going to go desktop and I'll go to the new project. Okay, I'm going to git clone right here. This neovim OpenFOAM. All right, so the thing with neovim OpenFOAM is that it needs a very special version of ccls. If you take a look at the LSP settings here, you notice that the ccls cache directory and compilation directory, these are all fixed and to make sure it's running like OpenFOAM and stuff. So it's not so simple to use it within the rest of the neovim ecosystem. So my solution, my workaround was to just have one version of neovim, a setting of neovim that caters specifically to OpenFOAM, or at least attempts to. So the setup is as such for this. Yeah, if you want to use this anyway, the bare minimum you need is a bare ccls and you have to install OpenFOAM from source. So all of this you will need to have along with some other things for the plugins because I have a lot of plugins for this one. To make it work, you need some other things as well. So let's just get started. I'm going to get tmarks right here. I'm going to clone OpenFOAM foam dev gitlab. Okay, this is the ESI version. Okay, I'm going to clone this into my directory here. I'm going to follow most of the instructions right there. Okay, I'm going to follow most of the instructions here on how to use VS Code with OpenFOAM. So I'm not going to use VS Code, obviously. I'm not going to use the VS Code extension for ccls, but I will need ccls and bare. And of course, neovim as well. So I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to install ccls and neovim and bare. So all these three are meant to be installed. Of course, these are already installed. I have them in Arch as well. There'll be a slightly different process for Ubuntu as usual, but I'm used to having Arch at home, so I just do it with Arch for the time being. So what do we need to do is first you need to go to OpenFOAM and you need to do the all wmake with bare option. So go to OpenFOAM. Okay, see this all wmake here, you need to do it with the bare. Of course, you might happen not to have your OpenFOAM set up like I have. So that's a very common mistake. I'm just doing it in front of you to show that this is what it looks like if you don't have things set up properly, so that you can do it the right way. Okay, so source etc bash rc, and now let's do all wmake with bare, and I'll put J8. All right. J8 means they use 8 processors. Okay, so this will sort of use the bare. Okay, use bare to do it so that it will generate something called compile commands.json. Okay, the thing that both VS Code and both VS Code and OpenFOAM use this both VS Code and neovim will hook on so-called get the LSP from ccls, and what ccls needs, okay, ccls will actually need this file called, where is it? It should be in build. Here we go. Yeah, compile commands.json. Okay, here's now compile commands events.json because it's not done yet. So you'll need to sort of build it. Okay, build OpenFOAM using the all wmake, and then this is what it should look like if things are running correctly. Okay, Control B, and yeah. So yeah, so I'm just going to fast forward this process, and I'm not going to make you watch the whole recording like that. Okay, so right. And for me, anyway, since I'm already here, let's just I'm just going to explain how this thing works. So the thing is that you clone this repository, make sure you source your bashrc file, and you also source this setup.sh file, setup shell file. Yeah, you source this setup shell file, and once you do that, you will be able to run a command called nvfoam. Okay, nvfoam. Okay, what is nvfoam? If you go to the neovim OpenFOAM, you have setup.sh here. Go to the bottom. Yes, this is what nvfoam is. Basically, nvfoam cds to the OpenFOAM root directory and runs OpenFOAM in the root directory with a special customized foam init.lua. Okay, and the first file you open is the readme.md. I thought that's a nice file to sort of start you off. But you don't have to do that. You can edit the commands as and how you wish. Okay, what I have in the foam init.lua is basically let me just, okay, I will not explain. I think maybe that's too much information. Let me just skip this compilation step, and I will sort of, yeah, come back later. All right, so just finished compiling. It seems okay now. Just yeah, let me see, J8 with bear. Yeah, so I'm just going to compile one more time just to check whether things are okay. Because I stopped compiling and then I restarted, but okay. Yeah. So it took a very long time, almost an hour, or in fact a few longer than that. Yeah, I don't know how long it took, but yeah. So okay, just take a look at this over here. Home. This is my home project. Okay, the ccls will take in this compile commands JSON under this Linux 64 GCC, so on and so forth. Yeah, and basically I think it's more or less okay. Your build directory will be here. This is the compile commands.json. It's a huge file. If you do sh star, you can see that this is about 4.3 megs. Not that big, but still pretty big. I thought it's a few gigs, but when you open nvim, it's 90,000 lines of code. So yeah, pretty big. Okay, so just gonna let this run. So it's not going to compile anything because things have already been compiled before. I already ran through the all wmake once, so this is just to check that nothing's gone wrong. Okay, one more time. Okay, so after some time it has compiled okay. So just do note that this is a very experimental project. A lot of things are subject to change. Yeah, a lot of things are subject to change. So it's not quite complete yet, but at least the beginning functionality is somewhat promising. Okay, somewhat promising. So yeah, it might work in future. But now here is what the usage is like. This is what I envision anyway. So you just clone this, you source your setup.sh file. Okay, source the setup.sh file, it says please source the OpenFOAM C bash rc file first. So let's do that. Source OpenFOAM C bash rc is here. C bash rc. This will help to set up the foam environment. So source set up the sh, and then it says use nvfoam to start the neovim in the OpenFOAM environment. Okay, so this will start and it'll do a lot of things. Okay, I have the lazy file package manager to help you install all the plugins. Okay, so you might find this a little bloated, so just delete what you need to delete. Okay, so how this thing works is that I actually copy the whole foam init Lua into the OpenFOAM folder. May or may not be the best way to do things, but here is where you can do all the settings. All right, and let's say you quit, you will find yourself in the OpenFOAM folder. All you need to do now, if you want to run the nvfoam, neovim foam, is just to run this nvsh file, and then you will be back. Okay, so what you'll do is that you open up. Okay, this thing actually comes with Packer installed. No, not Packer. Telescope. Telescope's a fuzzy file finder, which you can open this, and you can just open any of the files, and ccls should start indexing. Okay. Alright, it should start indexing things. Okay. So I do have a few LSPs here. Okay, nvfoam.sh. Let's see whether it works. Oh. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little bugged, but matrix.h. Okay, never mind. Let me run nvfoam from the neovim foam file here. So setup.sh nvfoam. Okay, matrix.h. Okay, so there are some invalid parameters there. Cache. Okay, I think I was making an edit. Let me correct that and come back. Right, so that's done. Yeah, it's still work in progress, but the idea is that you just run this nvfoam sh right here, and that will open neovim here. You can do matrix.h. This is done in Telescope. Okay, so this is done in Telescope, and when you start, not all the files are indexed yet. Okay, but a lot of the plugins will, not all the files are indexed yet, so you cannot use the go to definition and all that just yet. Okay, some of them work, some of them don't work. Okay, so well, what do we see here? It says include pair.h, right? Pair.h. So this thing, you can actually do a go to definition. So that's a space GD. It will actually go to pair.h. So this is where we are in pair.h. If you open the buffers, you'll see that there's matrix source OpenFOAM matrices, and then the pair.h is here. So there is some sort of functionality. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty nice to have. Not all of it works, as you can see. There's a lot of there's still some things to do here. For example, you see this list.h thing. This list.h file cannot be found. So it's not perfect. It's not perfectly running yet. Still work in development, but hey, there's some things that can be done. I'm hoping someone who knows more than me can come along and help out, or rather fork the project and move on. I don't know, but yeah, this is just like 1 or 2 days of one day of coding work ish. Yeah, but yeah, you can see a lot can be done with this. Pardon me for the data overload. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the matrix.h, and maybe we'll want to open Telescope. That's you can set the key bindings for that. Hope you are familiar with Telescope. So this is a fuzzy file finder. So scalar matrix.h. Okay, so So you have FA finite area scalar matrix.h and FV finite volume matrix scalar.h. So I can go here and then I can go and inspect whatever's going on. You should see if everything's working well, ccls should be running in the background. As you can see here, it's very similar to what's going on with this here. You should see after doing these steps, go to definition or other similar features will only work after ccls has finished generating its cache. This process can take quite a while. By quite a while, it can be half an hour to an hour or even more because OpenFOAM is just that big. Nevertheless, it's promising in the sense that, hey, you can navigate the very huge file structure of OpenFOAM. Okay, you can do the go to definition just like what I have done here. Okay, LSP. Oh yeah, if you look at LSP info, yes, you'll see ccls actually working here. It's working hard. So some things work, some things don't at first, but hey, for first attempt maybe not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. So I go to the FV matrix, I go to definition, and it'll just jump straight to the class here, and I can see all the type definitions. I can even open tag bar to help me navigate. So you can see here, there's a solve. There are solving methods here. Okay, which is very nice because I can go to one of these methods and I can just go to definition. And here is the template class. Okay, so we'll be hopping around the code, and yeah, you can see what it actually runs at the back right here. So let me go back to FV matrix. Okay, so FV, I'll go back to FV matrix. I can actually drop a bookmark there using control the leader key and B. That's one for to give telescope the bookmarking capability. So yeah, this is a lot of things you can actually do with the what do you call it, with neovim. Yeah, so see, you can go to auto ptr ldu matrix.h. It will just jump around, so it works pretty okay-ish. It's not perfect, but it's okay-ish. So yeah, I encourage you to go and explore, go and try it out. Okay, just so you know, similar to VS Code, we will store our cache files over here. Okay, it will not be the same as VS Code exactly because the ccls cache will be stored over here. Okay, the ccls cache is where ccls will sort of familiarize itself with the OpenFOAM database. All right. Yeah, so that's how it works. Okay, that's how it works. So yeah, I think it'll make life a lot easier when exploring the C source code in OpenFOAM. Similar to how VS Code does it, I just kind of borrowed some of the methods from there, and hey, it did something today. So yeah, and look at this. Yeah, that we actually already see all the source code here. Yeah, and an open tag bar and stuff. All of these things are we can actually we can actually explore the namespace in OpenFOAM as well. So yeah, basically everything here. Let's open this matrix file. Every matrix, wow, that's tag bar for you. Very useful. So yeah, so that's a tag bar. It kind of works already. You can go through a lot of whatever. Yeah, basically play around. There's a lot of things you can do here. So yeah, I just want to show you that this actually works pretty okay. Okay, it works pretty okay. It allows you to neovim your way and LSP your way around the code. Let's see whether go volume fields. Yeah, even going to volume fields actually works. Yeah, even though it says this geometric fields or H, not found. Okay, likely it's there are some things over here. If you actually look over here, a lot of things are disabled. For example, see for the VS Code. So that's what I'm adapting it from. I only bothered to translate these two lines of code here over to the CCL. It's bit over here. It says autocomplete disabled, error squiggles disabled, formatting and IntelliSense engine all disabled. So what this thing does is basically it's good for going to definition to explore all the source code of OpenFOAM. Yeah, in C and in neovim. Best of all, it doesn't mess around with your current neovim configuration. That's how I made it. Okay, so you can use this with a piece that if you run normal neovim, okay, if you run normal neovim, it will not mess around with your neovim configuration. So on this particular account, my neovim configuration is as such. It just has a small init.vim, and it has what do you call that? Where is my graph box? Yeah, it has graph box. Okay, a lot of the plugins are installed using plug rather than the lazy. So this is a pure Vim script kind of setup. So if I try to have my telescope, it doesn't work. Well, it has fuzzy file finder because it's already there on Arch Linux. Okay, it's all installed. However, the rest of the things won't work. Okay, and to differentiate between the neovim on your own directory or on your home machine versus the nvfoam neovim foam. Okay, I have actually installed some to help you tell the difference. Yeah, I have actually installed some color schemes there. Okay, so color scheme. Okay, I don't have Tokyo Night on this on my vanilla neovim. Okay, but when I run nvfoam, okay, there are color schemes Tokyo Night. Yeah, Tokyo Night. I can change the color scheme here. Okay, and then color scheme. So that's how you can tell it's different. Okay, you have all these color schemes available. Okay, may not be the nicest color scheme. Wait, Tokyo Night is actually very nice. So it just doesn't work so well in yeah, OpenFOAM. Oh no, not OpenFOAM, Alacrity. Yeah. But yes, anyway, if you set it up correctly, this is what you should say. OpenFOAM environment set, setting up ccls OpenFOAM server, something like that. Yeah. So that's how it kind of works. Yeah. So let me just check. Okay. Where is, yeah. Oops. Oh yeah, that's a nvim hop. Yeah, one. So yeah, I've shown you the color schemes. I've shown you oopsie. Yeah, I showed you telescope. I showed you some of the color schemes as well. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you that it doesn't really work well with Alacrity. So you might be better Tokyo Night, if you try to do this on Alacrity, you see that the comments become very messed up. Okay, the fonts become very messed up. Okay, sometimes yeah, at least it's on my PC, it does that. So just do graph box and you'll be fine. Okay, the fonting should be fine. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, things seem okay. So I can go to the definition of scalar. Can I? I don't know. Maybe it's waiting. Yeah, your index for me and hopefully bring me there. Okay. Okay, so this is the volume fields. I don't even know where I am now. So FV matrix. Yeah. So yeah, here that's it. I'm just going to leave the neovim foam repository somewhere. Where's my neovim foam repository? Here you are. yeah, neovim OpenFOAM. I'll probably just rename it to nvfoam or something like that, just to make it like, you know, yeah. But this is my repository. I hope if you are really into neovim and you want to use it in OpenFOAM, this may help you in your journey. Okay, so that's all. Shall see you guys next time.